Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H has been pulling out all the stops to make WWE shows unpredictable for fans. However, there have been criticisms lately due to seemingly repetitive storylines and angles. Therefore, the game might have some major plans to overcome this situation. It might happen by turning an 18-year veteran into a full-blown heel and introducing a new storyline on Raw. WWE might decide to change Natalya's gimmick in the coming weeks. The Queen of Hearts is currently in a tag team with Maxxine Dupri on Raw. Despite being active, the two were not given the opportunity to compete for the women's tag team title at Evolution. Instead, the Kabuki Warriors were handed this opportunity even without a qualifying match. This unfair treatment could ignite a fire within Natalya, which could push her to retaliate against the division and the management next week on Raw. However, given Maxxine Dupri's natural babyface persona, she might hesitate to stand with the veteran in her conflict against WWE. It could frustrate Natalya, which could lead her to turn on Dupri. The veteran may accuse the Alpha Academy member of being nothing more than deadweight, holding her back. It could mark the end of the Dungeon Dolls for good on Raw, while allowing Natalya to kick off a singles run as a top heel in the company. Such an angle could not only introduce a new and fresh dynamic in the women's division, but could also revitalize the veteran's career in the company. While it is an intriguing possibility, it is just speculation at the moment. Only time will tell what Triple H has in store for Natalya and Maxxine Dupri's tag team from here on. The Queen of Hearts made her WWE debut in 2007, making her an 18-year veteran in the promotion. If Natalya betrays Maxxine Dupri in the coming weeks, it could lead to a major shift in the women's division. The angle could give rise to a feud between the two stars on the Red brand. If that happens, Triple H could make it a focal point of the Raw Women's Mid-Card division on the road to SummerSlam. Dupri and Natalya have the potential to deliver an incredible storyline. In the past, fans have appreciated the depth of Maxxine's character work. Now, if WWE combines it with the experience of the Queen of Hearts, it could lead to a mind-blowing storyline. However, despite all the potential the rivalry has, Triple H is unlikely to book a match between the two at SummerSlam. WWE reserves marquee matches and blockbuster showdowns for the biggest party of the summer, and this has been seen many times over the years. However, the creative team might not view Natalya versus Maxxine Dupri as a big enough bout for an event like SummerSlam. Hence, the chances of it happening at the summer spectacle are low. This potential match may take place during the SummerSlam weekend or after that. As of now, nothing has been confirmed. Subhasis Deb is a writer at Sportskeeda, India's leading sports and esports platform. With 3 years of experience in sports journalism, he has been writing compelling stories and analyses, covering trending news and its underlying aspects. His writing style is distinctive for its use of rhetorical devices, which allows him to elevate wrestling journalism beyond mere reporting. Deb has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood, and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports correspondent. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms and media outlets both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. Apart from penning engaging articles, Deb has also done scriptwriting for a few local short films and has directed and produced one of them. When the spotlight dims, he loves to escape into the world of web series and anime, indulging in the magic of storytelling. In the wake of the explosive aftermath of this week's WWE Raw, speculation has reached a fever pitch across the WWE universe. Has Triple H pulled the trigger on one of the most shocking betrayals in recent memory? And more importantly, has he turned one of WWE's most respected 18-year veterans into a full-blown heel to end a beloved tag team for good? The tension backstage is palpable. Social media is ablaze. And if the signs from Monday night are to be believed, we may be standing at the precipice of a storyline that will reshape WWE's landscape heading into the fall. Let's get right to it. The veteran is none other than Randy Orton. 18 years, 14 world titles, a career forged through brutality, finesse, and cold-blooded psychology. He's a living legend, a future Hall of Famer, And since his long-awaited return in 2024 following career-threatening back surgery, Orton has been walking the fine line between nostalgia-fueled babyface and ticking time bomb. Paired with Matt Riddle once again, RK Bro had found a new groove, older, wiser, and more dangerous than ever. Their reunion earlier this year sparked renewed energy in the tag division, challenging the Judgment Day and delivering instant classics with teams like DIY, Alpha Academy, and even the returning authors of Pain. On this past WWE Raw, the match was seemingly routine. RK Bro faced Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. The match was physical, competitive, and full of storytelling nuance, but it was the ending that flipped the narrative upside down. After a miscommunication, Riddle accidentally struck Orton with a running knee, leading to Vinci rolling him up for the pin. The crowd gasped. Orton sat up in disbelief. Riddle tried to apologize. Then, the world watched as Orton stood slowly, looked his tag partner in the eyes, and walked away without saying a word. Backstage cameras caught Triple H in a heated discussion with Orton later that night. No words could be heard, but the body language said everything. Orton nodded once, cold and calculated, before disappearing into the shadows. Here's where things get truly intriguing. This wasn't just a veteran losing his temper. This had Triple H's fingerprints all over it. Since taking full creative control of WWE programming, Triple H has focused on long-form storytelling, character-driven arcs, and career-defining reinventions. Think Roman Reigns. Think the Judgment Day. Think Seth Rollins' evolution. Now, it seems he's setting the stage for Randy Orton's final major heel run. A run built not on chaos for chaos' sake, but on resentment, betrayal, and legacy warfare. Sources backstage have hinted that Triple H wants to strip away the legend and reveal the monster beneath. The plan: a slow-burn descent into darkness that sees Orton reject nostalgia and embrace the apex predator he used to be, only colder, more surgical, and far more dangerous. And who better to fall victim to that transformation than his closest friend and ally in recent years? Fans adored RK Bro. Their odd-couple chemistry, their comedic timing, and their surprisingly emotional connection made them one of the most beloved teams of the modern era. They were the modern-day rock and sock connection, except more violent. Orton and Riddle's bond felt real, authentic, earned. So, when Orton finally snaps, and sources say it's coming as soon as next week's WWE Raw in a post-match beatdown, it won't be just another tag team breakup. We've seen heel Orton before, the Legend Killer, the Viper, the Authority's Enforcer. But what makes this potential turn different is context. This is an older, more cerebral Orton. A man whose body is failing him, who missed nearly 2 years of his career, and who returned only to be saddled with someone he may now see as a burden. Orton doesn't need the spotlight anymore, but he needs control. Sources suggest that Triple H sees this version of Orton as a mix between 2009's sadistic Viper and 2020's Legend Killer, only this time, the motivation isn't destruction for fun. It's survival. It's about reclaiming respect and punishing weakness. Expect haunting promos, methodical attacks, and a calculated warpath through both the tag division and the roster's softer babyfaces. Once dismissed as a comedy act, Riddle has proven himself in the ring and on the mic when given the chance. His bond with Orton gave him emotional depth. A brutal betrayal could give him something even more valuable, a reason to fight. If Triple H plays this right, Riddle becomes a tragic figure, wronged by his friend, struggling with self-doubt, and eventually rising as a serious singles competitor. Think Sami Zayn's 2023 run, but with a more aggressive edge. Could we be looking at Riddle versus Orton at Survivor Series, or even WrestleMania 41? If Orton turns heel under Triple H's direction, expect ripple effects far beyond RK Bro. Tag division. The split weakens the babyface tag scene, opening doors for teams like DIY, the Street Profits, or even a new team from NXT to rise. Judgment Day. With Orton's darker side emerging, could we see a temporary alliance or eventual clash with Damian Priest and co. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Both men have history with Orton. A heel turn could ignite feuds that tap into legacy, betrayal, and personal vengeance. WWE has often been at its best when it tells human stories through larger-than-life characters. If Triple H is indeed steering Randy Orton back into the dark and severing his emotional tie to Riddle, it's not just about creating a heel. From mentor to monster, from teammate to tormentor, Randy Orton's next chapter may be his most devastating yet. The WWE Universe better be ready to say goodbye to RK Bro, and hello to the most dangerous Randy Orton we've ever seen.